You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sistas podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Hey
Hey
guys.
guys, welcome to
Two Drunk Sistas podcast.
I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode.
Yep, and we are drinking Provisions, growers of everyday fine wines. It's a box wine and it's shitty.
Oh.
I mean, it is of not the palate. It is not of thine palate.
It's definitely not what we are used to drinking. We just want to try a box wine because a lot of people were saying that, hey, you should try some box wine. And we was like, some box wine now?
We'll try the box wine.
So we'll try the box wine.
A rosé wine. It's bright and crisp with ripe strawberry, zesty lemon, and a refreshing finish.
Yes. So, we had to put provisions.
We put our own, but look, black folks.
But if you don't want a wine that's not too sweet, very light, almost like a morning brunch wine.
Yeah, it's a brunch wine for sure.
It's definitely a brunch wine.
Yes.
Go ahead and pick yourself up.
Yes, so it's called Provisions, okay? Growers of everyday fine wines, and it's rosé wine.
It's a box wine.
It's a box wine, guys.
All right,
then.
Let's move into... But I will say, Provisions got us on the cliff.
Yeah.
We're not jumping off yet.
No.
We're just sitting down on the cliff, just looking at the seagulls passing by.
Yep, enjoying the breeze.
Right, enjoying the breeze. So, it's not too bad.
No.
All right, so we're going to talk about Gerald's Game. It's a Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
You should go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
If you have a Netflix account, watch it. If you don't have one, call your friend. Be like, yo, let me hold that password real quick so I could look at that Netflix and look at Gerald's Game.
And guys, when you see like the poster of Gerald's Game, you're gonna be like, huh. But I'm still trying to connect the dots as to why the poster looks like that. I'm assuming it's because of all the monsters. And I mean monsters by like
which poster are you looking at?
Monsters.
Because there's different posters. There's the poster of them in the bed.
Okay, there's on Netflix, and by the time you guys probably listen to this and look it up, maybe the poster will change. But it's the background is red. There is a figure that's in front of this red background.
A silhouette.
Okay, I guess you can call it silhouette. And the eyes are like white, I think.
Oh, like this. No? Okay, so.
No.
All right.
But anyway, guys, so yeah, the poster, it looks like a scary movie, like, oh my God. But it's creepy in a sense.
Yeah, it is creepy, but it is a Stephen King, so he had to put something weird.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Very weird.
Recipes, John Candy.
Yeah, recipes, John Candy. Oh my God.
What Gerald's Game is about? You say? Because that's what I heard. I heard somebody say, "What is Gerald's Game?" Provisions got me hearing shit.
Gerald's Game is about.
It's about a woman accidentally kills her husband during a kinky game. Handcuffed to her bed with no hope of rescue, she begins hearing voices and seeing strange visions. So, for all them hoes, no, I'm kidding.
Oh no! Listen, okay, I don't like that synopsis.
For all them people trying to do the kinky shit, handcuffing shit, y'all need to watch Gerald's Game.
I am her and she is me. I am her. My boyfriend's probably like, this is the fucking reason why we not gonna do this goddamn handcuff shit. It's because of that. But I don't like the synopsis of that. Like, she accidentally kills her husband? I don't know. Come on now.
I mean, they were arguing, and they were arguing because of her.
Maybe she might have caused him to... She might have caused him, perhaps.
She caused him to have a heart attack.
To have a heart attack.
So basically, it's a married couple who is trying to put the flame back in their relationship.
Yeah.
So I think he was a famous attorney or someone. Somebody high power.
High class, high power, money.
He had money.
Yo, that rock. I kept looking at that rock, babe. You listen to this? Or you listen to this podcast, babe? I kept looking at that rock.
So so they decided to rent a cabin. No, not a cabin. They decided to go on a vacation to spark up their marriage. And he likes he likes kinky shit. He likes being tied up and doing all that stuff. And her, she doesn't like that stuff.
No.
But she was just doing it because she was trying to be
she's trying to make him happy.
She was trying to make him happy and being a dutiful wife.
Right.
But let's just move forward to what it is. Okay, so he ended up taking a Viagra because he's a much older gentleman,
right? So he needs to last longer.
His name is Bruce Greenwood.
Okay,
and I thought he had a nice body.
I did
for a man
of his age.
A man of his age, he had a nice body.
I agree.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was right. And white.
It was tight, right, and white. All right.
Oh, we didn't say who the director is. The director is Mike Flanagan. And this director, he did a bunch of great movies. He did
Oculus.
Oculus. What else did he do?
He did what else did he do? I can't think of that coming to mind.
Dr. Sleep. If you haven't heard our podcast on Dr. Sleep, we really delved into Dr. Sleep because Dr. Sleep was off the chain. You need to listen to that. But he directed Dr. Sleep. So, this is good company movie.
Definitely, yes.
This is good company. So, back to him handcuffing her to the bed. He took a Viagra. And while he was handcuffed her to the bed, she was like, you know what? I don't like this shit. I never did.
Because he's talking to her dirty. He's talking to her dirty and nasty. And she's like, listen, I don't know what kind of fucking rape shit you trying to do to me, but I ain't having that shit.
She didn't like it.
She did not
like it. And she told him to get her out of these cuffs ASAP. And he was like, what if I don't want to? And she was like, what you say, ho? Bitch, what? And then nigga said, nigga said, what if I don't want to?
Right. And she's like, let's talk. He's like, well, I don't want to talk.
Right.
I don't want to talk.
You want fuck.
I don't want to talk.
He want fuck. He want fuck. They too busy arguing.
Yes.
And she was like, no, we could talk. And he was like, see, that's the problem with you, bitch. No, he didn't say that. But, if he didn't say that shit would have been funny.
He's like, I can't do nothing right by you. I'm trying to do this thing. And she's like, what you talking about? He's like, I want to get over this stuff, whatever we got going on. And I'm just, I'm just tired of you. So he pretty much pulls her down while she's still in cuffs. Mm-hmm. He pulls her body down, gets on top of her, and just starts saying sweet nothings. And she's like, stop it. And she bites him.
She bit him on the
lip.
Who does it? He's like, ow. No, what did he say? He said, oh, you fucking bitch.
No, I don't think he...
No, he said that.
I think he wanted to say that, but he did not say that. But he was like, bitch. He was just like, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as he's talking and shit, and they're talking, he holds his chest over his heart.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see like the
veins from the heart.
From the heart.
From my God. Chest to the heart. I was like, how did they do that?
They was like, wow, that was really good.
That looks really real. Like, did he really have a heart attack?
Yeah, like,
see the vein from his neck to his chest. And it was really deep. And he's
holding it, and then he's telling her, like, she's like, Gerald. And then,
he was like, 1 second.
1 second.
He did the church hand. He did the church
Like,
hand. You know,
wait a minute.
You know when you have to use the bathroom in church, and then you put your hand up to the pastor, be like, hold on, pastor, I'll be right back.
He did that.
That's what happened.
And then it just got worse, and he collapsed on top of her, y'all. Mind you, she's still handcuffed. He collapsed on top of her.
So this is where the movie gets. Oh my God. This is where the movie gets interesting.
Yes.
So at this point, I felt like the movie is more on a character study.
Definitely is a character study. Absolutely.
It's a character study. So now it just goes into the wife's memories.
Right.
And she starts to hallucinate.
Yeah, and it takes you back to, you go into her story and you find out, like, because you're asking yourself in the beginning of the film, while they're doing their kinky shit, what the fuck is her problem? Like, why does she not want to open up to her? This is her husband. Mm-hmm. What's going on? There has to be something. And so we delve into her backstory.
The reason. And the reason is that she was molested by her dad.
Yeah. And it seems like she
suppressed it.
Yeah.
Because the dad was saying, like, oh, it was an accident, and
therapy, motherfuckers. Therapy. Oh my God.
He was saying it was an accident, and to her it was like, something. Was it like she was like devastated, like mentally?
Oh yeah,
like
I think she was broken. Yeah.
Because she had her father in such a high pedestal.
Yeah.
And then he did this to her.
He destroyed her. Not destroyed. Well, in a sense, yes, he destroyed her.
I'm sure he
emotionally
took her virginity.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It really is. So, of course, she never got therapy for it. So, of course, it's going to come out in a relationship. A marriage is going to come out, and of course,
but that's the reason why she doesn't say anything. Right. She keeps it to herself. So even if she is unhappy, she keeps it to herself.
Yeah, and the whole, like, when her husband was, when he had her handcuffed, and the part that really got to me was like when she's like, "Oh, you're on, you want to do this whole rapist shit," and so I'm like, wow, for her to just take it to that extreme, then you kind of knew like there's something, because I'm not really gonna dive into the whole the background of that, but it can cause you to either hate anything sexual or become more promiscuous. Mm-hmm. So,
she definitely hated it.
She definitely hated anything about it.
Anything about sex.
She just hated it. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Then it just went into her. It's almost like her alter ego. She started to hallucinate. So first of all, she started to hallucinate. Her husband came back to life. Mm-hmm. And he was like down talking her, like, you won't be able to get out there.
Yes.
He was talking shit.
Oh my God.
He was talking a lot of shit just to discourage her. Yeah. And then her alter self came out and was encouraging her, like, you can do this.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Don't drink all that water, because she was slow. There was a glass of water that she managed to like get sips of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and her alter self was like, calm down, don't drink all that water, you're going to save some for later.
Right.
So yeah,
she was encouraging herself.
Yeah, that's fuck.
Yeah.
When
and she had to be handcuffed for at least a couple of days.
Right. At least what, 2 you think?
I want to say it's like 2-3 days.
Okay.
Maybe 2 for sure.
Right. Yeah.
And so, your body go to dehydration mode, and then you being in that position for so long,
nigga, you hallucinate, nigga.
You hallucinate. You start to cramp up.
Yes.
And so she's going through all this shit, and so then she thought that she was hallucinating that a creature.
The creature that was in the corner,
right, with the red eyes.
Yes.
So that I'm not gonna lie, that shit was creepy.
It really fucking was. I was like, yes, a fucking zombie, or yes, something from from the unknown, or yes, a creature, because Stephen King. Because I'm like, yes,
because that's what you're waiting for.
Yeah,
right. But this movie, it took a different approach.
It did take a different approach.
I felt like it wasn't your standard Stephen
King. Yes.
Book.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still interesting. It really was. It was still good to watch.
Yeah, and break down and
and
analyze.
Right, the reasoning on why, why she felt the way she felt about this kinky behavior and this sex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, she ended up
getting
out. But the way she got out, she had to slice open her wrist, and then when she was to get the blood, I guess, to lubricate the cuffs.
Yeah.
And then she was pulling.
Listen, I normally don't cringe with certain things, but I cringed with that. Because you saw the tendons. You guys gotta watch this.
You gotta watch it. That shit was fucking crazy.
You saw the tendons pulling.
I was like, oh my
yikes,
God. Oh my God. So she ended up, she ended up freeing herself.
Go ahead and free yourself. Okay.
She ended up freeing herself, and then she saw the monster again. So she was telling the monster, you're not real, you're not real. This is real.
Oh my God, I almost choked. Okay.
So she was like saying, you're not real, you're just a moonlight or something.
Yeah, just a moonlight something.
Just a moonlight.
Yeah.
So so she, when she was leaving, before she left, she passed out because she cut her wrist.
Right. So all the blood
to set herself free. So of course she was losing a lot of blood, and so she passed out when she's before she saw the
creature or the guy.
The guy, because he ended up being a mass
serial killer.
I want to say he was a serial killer because he was robbing graves
and he was having sex with the corpse.
So he was like a necro. What do they call those?
I don't know.
Who have sex with the
corpse?
With the corpse.
I don't know the name of it.
Oh, that's
and
what
he was taking possessions like ears and noses of the people that were already deceased,
right? And
like having them on like some kind of chain around his neck, almost like a prized possession. Like when serial killers or like killers.
Necrophilia.
Necrophilia.
That's the name of it. Having sex with the corpse.
Yeah. So when you watch the movie, you'll see that he has these trinkets and stuff that he keeps. So these keepsakes that he takes from these corpses.
Right. So when he appeared to her, she was thinking like, oh, I have to pay a toll, like the ferryman.
You must pay the toll if you want your soul. You gotta pay the toll if you want your soul. Or is it? I don't even think that's what it's called. It's pay the toll to keep your soul or some shit.
Something like that.
The ferryman, yeah. So I think that's probably what she thought it was.
That's what I'm saying. She probably thought it was like, okay, so I have to give him something so I can
leave.
Right. So she gave him her wedding ring, and her wedding ring was huge.
Yo, that ring.
I was looking at my ring. I was like,
that fucking rock. I was like, yo, I just kept saying, you know what? I didn't look at the rock as much as I did back then. Now I'm like, yo, that rock. Yo, you gonna give him that rock? No.
Listen, I'm looking at my rock. I'm like, I think you need to be bigger. No,
she needs an upgrade.
Needs an upgrade. I said she needs a upgrade.
She needs a upgrade. Husband. Okay.
So she gave her the wedding ring, and then she left. And of course, she was she got into the car. She was fading in and out, and she ended up. She was hallucinating again. She thought that she saw that the creature with the red eyes, and of course he was in the back seat, and he
said something. But you know what?
He said Mouse, which was her nickname. Her dad called her.
But I feel like she made him out to be more horrendous than he actually was. Yeah, with the whole red eyes. Mm-hmm. You but see him.
She was hallucinating.
Yeah. But then she says, like, towards the end, she says, like, okay, you're really not as bad.
As creepy as I thought
you were.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was Gerald's game. She ended up facing that creature because for a while she wasn't able to sleep.
Yeah,
she was
still having
she kept on seeing him with the red eyes, and she thought that he wasn't real until she was reading a newspaper and saw that he was captured and that he was having sex with the corpse. He was vandalizing tombs and stealing jewelry and stuff like that. So when she saw that, of course she went to his arraignment.
But then before that, she also said like he had a thing for boys,
right.
which makes sense as to why he didn't do anything to her.
Right, right. That's right.
So
that's
yeah,
right. That's
so
a
yeah,
good point, W. Good point.
She she did go to the arraignment, like you said, and I mean, in the middle of a busy ass courtroom, like
listen,
you can't fucking do that. And
okay,
I can't talk, but I'm saying like you cannot fucking do that shit. Like you can't.
Listen, the judge was
black,
like, ma'am. I was like, what? It had to be us to be like, ma'am, because I felt the ma'am.
I sure did too.
And she was like, you're a lot smaller than what I thought you were.
Yeah.
And then she walked away. And then that was it.
Yeah. And that's the end, guys. But you know what? So a little bit prior to that, you know, she comes to terms with, okay, this is what happens to her as a child.
Yeah.
And she realized that she has to face this.
Right. That she got raped.
Yes.
And that she was in shackles because the dad was saying that, he didn't know what happened. And then she got married, which was another shackle.
Yeah.
You know, so she had to
heal from within. And
right.
She didn't do any healing prior to any of that, getting married. Or so I guess I feel like she realized that she had all these issues. And unfortunately, it took for that event to happen to her, for her to open her eyes, and for her to deal with her childhood. Well,
her dad
molesting her. So yeah, and then guys, with the when her, of course her husband passed away.
Yeah.
The money that she used, she opened up a center to help other youth who also, have been molested or any sexual abuse. So, she's able to tell her story. So she's healing from all of this. I mean, sometimes that happens. It takes a traumatic event for you to really face what happened to you when you were an adolescent or you know what I'm saying? So
and it's not and if anybody who listens to this and you've been in her situation and you've been raped,
right,
or someone molested you and your family, it's not your fault.
Not your fault.
So don't think it's your fault.
And it happens to a lot of us. It
does.
Some of us just choose to block it out,
right, or just don't talk
about it at all. Right. So definitely I am an advocate of therapy. Like if I could scream it on a mountaintop, I would. I'm a big proponent of seeking assistance outside of yourself, because sometimes you do need someone that is unbiased, that's able to kind of look at things from a different perspective and give you the tools that you need to work out these issues that you have, that's buried deep, because it affects us. It will come out. And I'm speaking from a place from experience. It will come out in ways that you never thought it would. So I really think this movie is, I love it, because
it was good.
The character development and also the whole they try to throw the little creepy thing in there.
Right.
And,
Stephen King, you did good job.
You did good job,
Stephen King. You did good job.
I'm gonna always be a Stephen King fan forever. Okay, forever. Yeah, nobody can never tell me like, nah, Stephen King ain't no. I will always be a Stephen King fan.
Always be a meteor shit.
And if you don't know where the fuck that movie that's from, you're not a movie fanatic.
Gosh.
Like you're not.
I'm gonna need for you to rent Creepshow and just
we gotta talk about Creepshow
and watch it. Okay, so
guys.
That's
it.
That's our show, man.
Yeah, that's our show.
That's our show. Thanks for tuning in. We
Thank
appreciate
you
listening to us. I hope you had a good time. I hope you. We didn't do our clank.
We did. I was just thinking that. Here you guys go. I see. Here you guys go.
Cheers.
Here you guys go.
Are you from Wisconsin?
It's the wine.
So we hope that you had a great day, night, evening, whenever you're listening to this podcast.
Yes.
We really appreciate you
Thank
listening.
You guys.
Thank
we appreciate it.
If you want to send us any movie suggestions, preferably sci-fi, horror, fantasy, hit us up on our email, 2drunksisters@gmail.com. The number 2, drunk, DRUNK, sistas, SISTAS @gmail.com, or just hit us up on our Instagram at 2drunksisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's on that.
And so I said when I said.
Guys, still wash your hands, okay?
Yes.
COVID is still out there. Whether
your president. No, I'm kidding.
Whether you want to believe it or not, COVID is still out
if
there.
If it's not COVID, something is out there.
Listen, and we're coming up to fall. I don't know if you live in an area where the seasons don't change. We live in an area where the seasons motherfucking be like, hey, bitch.
Okay.
We's out here.
Bitch, it's 30 degrees.
It's 30 degrees.
How you doing?
It's 81 day. The next is goddamn 30.
How you doing?
So, yes. So
wash your hands, keep your mask on,
yes.
and stay safe.
Yes, guys. Be easy.
All right, peace.